Let's go.
Welcome back to another week of Pace Pals. We have the final episode of Season 1, recapping grand finals from Summer Pace. I'm here, as always, joined by Zeas. Zeas, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I have a little bit of the post-pace blues, but I also thought you were about to say the final episode ever, and I was going to be like, this is news to me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Finally. Oh, dude. I'm doing good, though. I'm doing good. Just kidding, though. We have season 2 coming up. Spoilers. But yeah, I'm doing good. Happy to be here. It was a great pace. It was a lot of great stuff that happened, and I can't wait to recap it.
I love it. It's great to be here with you. And of course, we have Wes Dog. Wes, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Oddly sexual. Is that demonetized?
I'm doing quite all right. Oh, Zeas, to answer the question that I never answered because of my soundboard fiddling, I have not experienced the post-pace blues, but unfortunately, the stark realization of coming back to the real world hit me. So I'm now, I've now got blues about, being back here in Colorado as opposed to being out in Pace with homies and Mario.
Yeah, it's like pretty much my timeline was I left Pace, I got home, I slept at my own house overnight, and then now I'm here at my brother's house sitting for a week.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
So basically, I haven't really had a moment to just like be at home. I've been away for almost 2 weeks at this point. But what I meant to say was the post-pace sickness rather than the post-pace blues, because there's a lot of people getting sick right now.
I heard it's flying through the. I heard, is it COVID? I heard COVID's flying around.
I guess it depends. I don't know. Like, I got a little bit of a like scratchy throat and a cough for a day or two, but nothing serious. I never tested for COVID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Pace, the super spreader.
I know.
Speaking of scratchy throat, how's your throat holding up there, Zeas?
Oh, my voice is actually doing a lot better.
You sound great. You sound wonderful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I needed it.
I'm egotistically realizing just how fantastic my throat is because of all you people saying you've done commentary and you're losing your voices, and I can just scream all day long and just feel just fine.
Wes, would you call yourself the throat goat?
I think I have to at this point. I hated the nickname, but you know what? I think I got to embrace it.
Wow. We're here with the throat goat, Wes Dog. Best throat in the game.
Yeah.
That's why he always talks about clean head in Mario 64. He's the throat goat.
That's true. It all fits.
Oh my God, do we have a lot to talk about?
We have so much to talk about.
We sure do.
We gotta
maybe not a lot of
in.
time to talk about it, so we should get right on into the news.
We have to get into the news. I mean, look, it's only fair if we start, I think, with Cheese. He did it. The king, he's back. The goat's back on top. Cheese is a goddamn legend. I mean, he was just in control the whole time. I mean, it's crazy watching him do this. And now, just after he gets his 136, like Cheese is literally on top of his game right now, which is crazy to think about how far into his career we are. And I could yap about it all day, but how was it seeing not just the 137 live, but the 138 live, his first no reset? Give me the breakdown on the in-person experience, boys.
It was amazing. I mean, unfortunately, Wes and we were on the opening block, but we didn't get to finish that run, right? I think
because we were a little bit behind schedule. We didn't get to see the 138 all the way through. It was Collins and another commentator that took over for the 138.
It was a fantastic experience, though. I mean, just seeing a run like that and being the first run of the events that gets finished, setting it off on a really good note. Everybody's into it. Everybody's hyped up. I mean, just like being in the crowd it's a different experience. It's a different way of watching speedrunning. And it's just such a good environment to be in. Gio, you will experience it sooner rather than later. I promise. It's a great fucking time, man. I can't wait for you to go to Pace.
I mean, I have to get there. It's got to be fall. This is a tangent, and we've already done enough tangents, but really quickly, my wife is really pushing for an anniversary trip.
When's the anniversary?
In November. And I'm like, What do you mean? Ever heard of Laurel, Maryland? Ever heard of the romantic setting of Laurel, Maryland? There's a racetrack.
Okay. I was
What
gonna
are
say
you
it's gonna be a
kidding?
hard sell on Laurel. Just gonna tell you that now. So maybe if
Disagree.
you can pack it into a whole Baltimore, Washington D.C. getaway.
Baltimore
and look what
is
just
not-
happens to be right over here.
Oh,
I don't-
base?
I don't think
That's
Baltimore is
interesting.
as much of a selling point as you're making it out to be. I don't think anybody's like, hey, let's
There's some
celebrate
things
a
to
year
check
of
in in
marriage.
Baltimore, like the harbor and crabs.
Crabs.
It doesn't do it for me. I don't think
It's not
crabs
doing
is
it
the
for
selling
me.
point that you think it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does your wife not a fan of crabs?
We try not to get crabs.
Hmm.
What are we talking
That's
about?
smart. That's good. Oh, the aquatic creature.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah.
That's
No.
unreal.
I did not
Hand
realize
up.
that's actually where your minds went.
Hand
Oh
up.
my god.
That's not where my mind was. Comment below if that's where your mind was.
Yeah, you guys are the weird ones.
You are not good.
But we're loose right now. Cheese. This isn't about crabs.
Cheese.
This isn't about an anniversary trip to Laurel, Maryland. This is about cheese being the goat.
Jesus.
138.
I did want to show
yeah,
that
you
we
got
were
clips?
there, because if we take a look at this clip right here, let me just quickly show. When you see Cheese getting his PB, take a good look at the mirror. Who do we have there? It's
Oh,
none other
boy.
than Zeas.
Oh,
wait.
what?
Am I wearing the same shirt?
You sure are, buddy.
Let's go.
Confirmed Zeas has one shirt.
I promise I have the washing machine is right there. I used it, and this is a clean shirt.
Bro, times are tough. The podcast is not making enough money. Zeas has one shirt.
No, but it was incredible.
Yeah.
It's an incredible atmosphere. It was really hyped to see that run be the first completed run of the event.
I
And who better to do it?
What were your thoughts? Okay, because we know now, we have the benefit of hindsight. 138.39 was that first run. Kally's the only person who topped it. Obviously, Cheese topped it. But Kally's the only non-Cheese runner to top it with a, that's a term, with a 138. What do you, get out of here. With a 138.37, only by 2 seconds, which means Cheese held the top time and the third time. When Cheese gets that 138.39 out of the gates, did you guys think it was over?
I didn't think it was over.
I didn't think it was over. He definitely set the bar really high. Looking just at past paces, it was the fastest time I think we'd had to date, besides the Puncay one from last fall. But it was going to be really, like, we need to see like a Liam or a classic Puncay to break it. It wasn't over, but like the bar had clearly been set. Cheese was not getting off the podium after that. That's for sure.
I think maybe it's my own naivete here. There was a part of me that I saw that and I was like, because looking at past paces, and I guess 2 paces ago was pre-carpetless, right?
Yeah.
So
fall
last
2022 and summer 23 was pre-carpetless.
Yeah, so I guess discounting those. But I mean, even the last pace, I don't have the times on me. Maybe Wes, you know them, but
I do.
I guess Puncay had looks like a 138.17. And then Summer was one with a 139, but a 138 is a good enough time to win. And there was a part of me that thought, this is in the range of what we could expect to win. I wasn't far off. I mean, Kally and Cheese beat it, but at the end of the day, it's crazy that he comes out with that strong of a run right out of the gates to claim it. And then his performance in the 137. I mean, what was that like? That was Friday. That was the second day.
So I don't know if this is a tangent we want to go into, but my mind
It
for the
is.
first half of that run was completely somewhere else, because I got to be on comms for technically the entire run. The first half was Zeas, and then came the chicken nugget challenge.
That's not even a soundboard. That's authentic.
No,
That's just Rob.
it is that fucking ghastly.
There's a reason they call him the throat goat.
Anyways, I was more focused on getting lifelines to help me devour nuggets, but then finally, I think once Cheese got out of Tiny Huge Island and we realized just how good the pace really was, being a minute ahead of his 138.39 and still a low to mid 136 best possible time, like, okay, we've got something to watch over here now. And selfishly speaking, as one of the 2 commentators with a Seabeard, I never know how to say his name.
You got it.
It's selfishly speaking, I have wanted to call the first live 137 for a long, long time. So being fortunate enough to be in the seat to do it was really, really awesome. I was so fucking hyped up in the moment though that I lost all sense of professionalism. I just got loud and out of control.
You have to, right? You have to you have to go with the energy.
Well, see,
of the
there's
moment.
the part of me that's like, it's like, what kind of broadcast am I doing here? Am I doing like local sports where people are expecting the broadcaster to go hype and lose their minds like they're one of the fans, or do I need to keep a level of professionalism here where I clearly show the hype, but I don't completely lose my nuts over it?
No, I think you lose your nuts.
Probably the
you
weirdest term
absolutely
I've
lose your
used there, but
nuts.
you know what I mean. Like I get all loosey goosey and shit.
Right, loosey goosey with your nuts.
It's the moment. You have to do it. We're all speedrunning fans at the end of the day. Like, we're all there for the love of the game, and that's something we hadn't seen before.
Now, the fact that it's still 137 after this.
Oh, I forgot about
What?
that.
True.
I forgot about that.
I can honestly say I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that either.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
the fact-
craziest
it was-
mistake.
Well, fortunately, I'm going to be optimistic and say 137 is still possible. He did not lose that much time dying that quickly in Bowser in the...
The curse is dead. I called it. I said I'm an optimist. The 137 is still possible. I didn't kill the run. He won 137. God bless us all. And then yeah, we'll just get to the closing moments here.
Third throw here.
2!
Look how ham cheese goes.
One more.
This
Come on,
is
baby,
sick
come
as soon
on.
as he throws this.
Wind it on up. 3! Unbelievable!
Remarkable.
The man, the myth, the legend, Cheese, is now responsible for the first ever live 137!
Who else, Wes? Who else would do it?
That was
back.
an incredibly
Bring it
hype
back.
moment.
Okay, now we talked about how how you were supposed to react in that moment, commentating that, and what balance you strike. Listening to it there, you crushed it. That was you. The call
That was a
was
good call.
absolutely perfect. I wouldn't change it for the world. If you thought you should have gone more professional, totally disagree. That was it right there. You nailed it. That was exactly what you had to do for the moment. Because you have to. The moment is energetic. It's exciting. It's history, right? You have to give it that same energy. Otherwise, you're just doing it a disservice. Like, you're not respecting the moment. Don't disrespect the moment.
It would have been really weird if you were just like, and that's it. She's getting the first 137 on the line. It's like, no, you gotta fucking.
This isn't golf.
You gotta feel it. You gotta get the feelings flowing, man. And that was the feeling of the crowd.
It was perfect.
I think you
Yeah.
emulated
11
that
out of
very
10.
well.
No comments.
Yeah, selfishly speaking, a dream came true there. Got to call the first live 137. It also brings back flashbacks to when she's got the 138.49 at Fall 2022, and I had to carry the same amount of energy. So Cheese and I go well together, man. Apparently, if I'm in the booth, just watch out for Cheese.
Yeah,
Cheese's home commentator, basically.
it's true. Good things
You
happen
should
whenever
get a
Cheese
deal
is on a
signed
run
there.
and Wes
Yeah.
is in the booth.
Sign up to be his full-time commentator.
You could be like a designated catcher in baseball.
I
You
love
could
that.
be a designated commentator.
I like that.
Yeah, getting back on track, the thing, I don't know if you guys want to listen to this clip or not, but just the
Yes.
post-game interview he had.
This is great.
The fact that he talked about, I'm trying to see if I can even find it. He said, like, oh, I'm expecting this time to be beat. Or no, wait.
Yeah.
He did say the time is going to be beaten, but I can't remember exactly where it was.
Time is very beatable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting somebody to beat this. Those were the quotes that I pulled out after watching the interview, which is crazy to think. Once he got the 137, that was, for me, I was like, it's it.
Let me see if I think I could find it. I've just scrolled up.
Because it's very beatable.
There we go.
Walk away and not have to worry about another run.
No. I mean, this time is very beatable. You know, this is not like it's very beatable. So I'm not. I don't even feel like I'm not even that confident that I'm gonna win yet, because the competition now compared to like a year ago is crazy. So I won't be surprised if actually I'm pretty much expecting somebody to beat this, but we'll see. So yeah, I still gotta make sure and get my runs in.
One of the
Yeah, good thought, ZC Beard, which it was on the layout. That was very clearly not ZC. Whoops. Shut up, production.
I am the Seabeard.
But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't think the 137 was like. I mean, I think he was expecting Weegee to pop off.
It was, and of course it was possible. And Kally was, it was possible on his very, very last run of the event until Tippy. And you have to have that mentality when you're competing. But very beatable, expecting someone to beat it. Come on, Cheese.
No.
Like, that was it. Like, that was, I mean, yeah, it could have been done, but like, you did the thing. That was it. That was the moment. And I'm not actually giving Cheese shit. I'm joking, of course. Like, he killed it. Like, that was an insane time. When I saw that, I was like, it's locked up. Like, that's just looking at the past basis. A 137 is going to win it. Like, it would take it's possible, but probabilistically, like, this is it. He's won it. That was the insane run. That's the moment of pace we were waiting for. That's what we needed.
Taking everything full circle, I think we should have just known from the get-go that this was Cheese's weekend to win, because this clip does not have audio, by the way. But as we talked about that no reset run, he gets the 1:38:39, not only controlling the pace for the entire weekend, but you'll notice that in typical Cheese fashion, he just casually gets a gold bit split.
Yeah.
Like when you see one of the goats of 120 golding bits in a live event, we should have just known then and there, okay, Cheese is the man to beat.
That was a great way to end that run too, because I think it was very symbolic of the entire run as a whole. Golding the end, it just showed how well he played at the end of the run. He had a 7-11 womps, which for him was disappointing. He missed frame walk and JRB twice that run. I mean, he was so far behind. He wasn't even comparing to PB. He was comparing to like a 139 something for that whole run. And he's red for the whole beginning. And then all of a sudden it flips somewhere. And he's just, what was he comparing to in this one? Yeah, 139.35 it looks like.
139.25, which was his average comparison.
Okay, there it is, the average. But it was a no reset, so he kept going, which is huge, and that's a theme of winning these LTA events. I really think that. I mean, he even says in his the post-event interview, he says little mistakes really don't matter, and it's so true. And it goes to show what he achieved. That was the third best run of the entire event, and he had, frankly, by his standards, a trash beginning. Like, you know what? It just, you have to carry these runs out because you're going to make mistakes. It's going to all even out. You can have a disproportionate amount of mistakes in the beginning, but then you can still pop off on the end. And that's exactly what Cheese did in that run.
Mm-hmm. It actually should be of no surprise that Cheese did end up in first as Weegee takes another reset in Jolly Roger Bay. Because Cheese and Kally both for the months leading up to this event were both grinding nonstop, hours upon hours a day, multiple no reset runs. So maybe that's just even a good point to transition into our second place finisher, your boy Gio, Kally, finally getting his spot on the podium.
Huge.
My boy, I love Kally. I've always been a huge Kally fan. I love his mentality. I love his approach to the game. I loved getting to interview him earlier. I think technically he wasn't the first interview we aired, but I think he was actually our first interview. We interviewed him literally right before Cheese. We had those go back to back. And I think we aired the Cheese interview first. We had, I don't remember the exact reasoning.
Clickbait. Sorry, what?
No, we would never do that. Comment down below if you think that was clickbait. We wouldn't engage like that. That's crazy. We're not going to farm engagement like that. Get out of here. What are you doing?
Comment down below if you think that was engagement bait.
This is also not bait. No, but like, I'm a huge Kally fan. Like, the guy rocks. The guy kicks ass. He does things differently, and he does things in a cool way, and he does things by his own standards. And he's been trending upward for years now. And he missed the podium in the last two paces by a collective like 16 seconds. I don't know the exact time, but I know it's really small. And so, like, he's deserved it, man. I thought he was going to win, and he almost pulled it out at the end. But fuck. Sorry, I maybe edit that out.
I do know in fall, he had a 139.16, which had him in fourth by just a handful of seconds. And also, yeah, good to know that something we'll just go over as we go over runner by runner, but 6 of the 7 runners had a live personal best over the course of this pace. Cheese, obviously, with the now live world record. Kally improving his live best time by 39 seconds with that 1:38:37.
It rocks. It wasn't the gold medal that I predicted, but welcome to the podium, Kally.
He was very close to that gold medal. I wrote down on a piece of paper because I did not want to. I know Kally didn't have headphones in, but I wrote down on a piece of paper right next to Mr. Wah. I said, Kally is going to PB. I think this is going to be a 137.42. And unfortunately, that lasted all the way up until TTC.
It was yeah. I mean, TTC. There was a death on TTC 100, and it was early in the star, but it's a long star, so it still lost at least 30 seconds. It was going to that blue switch, and he just ground pounded a few frames early. Just a weird mistake that you usually don't see from that I mean, of course it happens, but it's not a common mistake for that caliber of runner. I mean, these runners are the best of the best, right? I don't know if
Wouldn't you mean that caliber?
Oh, I get it because his name is
That's
Good night, everybody.
That's all for Pace Pals. That's the end of the show. Thank you so much. We're
West
never
Dog,
doing
everyone.
another one.
Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in season 2.
Oh my god. No, but it was just a crazy mistake, you know. But then to be able to lock down, and after that he was still really solid. And to finish out a run, I guess until bits. He missed the third throw, which was unfortunate. But still, I mean, clutching up second place. And it was critical. He was second place going into that run, but he needed to get that improvement because then Puncay came in after him with an overtime run on the last day. I guess this is our transition into the bronze medal here. Puncay comes in with his last run of the event with a 138.45, claiming that third place. He switches places with Weegee. Nice little $150 bonus for him and a $150 penalty for Weegee at the last second. It was the second to last run to finish because Gothic closed out the event. But yeah, GG's to Puncay. It might be disappointing because he was the 2-time defending, but the podium's the podium. Like, you can't really be that disappointed when you're competing with the best of the best in the game.
Yeah, still coming in third after all of that. And I think Puncay on like Twitter and stuff during Pace was kind of expressing like his disappointment in his gameplay, and like he didn't really think he was playing that well, and he was going to try to make some adjustments. And I think going into the last day, whatever adjustments he made, it paid off a little bit. And still, like you said, grabbing the podium, grabbing third place among everybody else who was up there is still an accomplishment. And I think Puncay should be pretty happy with that. A 138, still a very, very good time for a live setting. But obviously we know Puncay can do so much more than a 138, but that's what fall pace is for, man. That's what fall pace is for.
Puncay quietly had one of the better overall pace performances.
Yes.
He had a lot of runs going deep, or at least a lot of runs going far on event PB pace. He only ended up finishing about, I think, 4 of them, but steadily improving. 141 in the no reset, 140, 139, 138 in typical Puncay fashion, at least compared to last fall, to just close it out. I mean, I'm honestly even shocked about the 135 because watching the last 3 runs with Kally, Gothic, and Puncay, I was so fixated on Kally because this was legitimately PB pace for the longest time.
Yeah.
It seemed like every time I glanced over to Puncay, he just slipped down the submarine. He just bonked into a wall that cost him an extra second or two. He couldn't quite get the clip into the mountain. And yet, once Kally's run is over, I go back to Puncay and go, wait a minute, what? Does that say he still has a 138.16 best possible? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nuts. He had a 138.36 best possible, which could have bopped Kally by a second going into bits. Obviously, that requires the perfect bits. But yeah, to your point, Wes, I completely agree. Puncay had one of the stronger performances, even if it didn't, result in maybe a first place finish. He had a 138 pace on Thursday. He had a 139 finish run on Friday. He had a 138 pace Saturday that he reset in Rainbow Ride. And then the actual 138 finished run at the end of the event. That's incredible. And as we've seen, like a 138 is going to be a competitive time to win. It took the first ever 137 to beat a 138, right? I mean, that was a phenomenal performance. It's interesting to see these runners just have these crazy high expectations. We saw it with Weegee too, for themselves. And I think it does unfortunately set themselves up to be disappointed unless they either basically PB world record or get first place. It just tells you the caliber, taking a page out of Wes's book, thank you, of the runners we're dealing with, because it's go big or go home for them,
It is going to be interesting to see how fall pace turns out, because looking over the last 4 paces post-COVID, we've now got 2 victories from Cheese and 2 victories from Puncay. We've been seeing all these new runners coming into the qualifiers, sneaking into those last few slots with the consistent appearances of Cheese, Puncay, Liam, and Simply up until just now. But still, like, you expect like the biggest names, and yet it keeps going to Cheese and Puncay. Are we going to see a difference in fall, or will somebody actually be the first to get their 3rd pace crown?
I think fall pace is good. I mean, we can talk about this, I think, later at the end of the show. I feel like
Season 2 teasers.
Season 2 teasers. Not beating engagement. Yeah, it's I'm very excited for fall pace. We'll have to see how things shake out. I have thoughts on that. Okay, before we've talked about the podium. Wes, you mentioned something before that we didn't really get to dive into. What is this talk about chicken nuggets?
Yes. Okay. So should I play the clips?
Yeah. Oh,
for provide some context.
I think we should let the clips speak.
Okay. So on day 2, we are looking to, of course, the context is for Pace, where it's sponsored by the Urban Arts Foundation, and of course, it's a fundraiser for the Urban Arts Foundation. Which, for those of you who do not know, the Urban Arts Foundation is a pre-college program which provides educational opportunities to the underprivileged children out on the East Coast. Every single children that walks through the doors of the Urban Arts Foundation goes on to graduate and gets an opportunity in higher education. Who knows? Maybe the newest game developers of tomorrow could be the children of today going through Urban Arts. So please consider making a donation. You can still donate on twitch.tv/speedrun. Go to ! Donate in the chat. Okay. Donation mode over. But yes, so as commentators, Zeas, myself, and everybody else had to go into donate mode, and we were trying to see if we can find a way to push up the donation incentives a little bit. So there was one person in the chat that said, how about I don't even know how it all got started, but it says, how about 1 star equals 1 nugget? I read that, and then it resulted in this.
Losing a little time on the split compared to the 139.
Wait, can you turn it up
We're about
a touch?
to end off this hour here, Zia, so I'm looking perhaps for a speed run related goal. For every dollar that we have donated here until we go to commercial break, I'm going to have $1 equals 1 chicken nugget speed run.
Oh, wait. How many nuggets, though?
It literally infinite. If we somehow got a $10,000 donation, I would eat 10,000 chicken nuggets.
All right. We can make this happen in the next 10 minutes.
Little did I know what the hell was I getting myself into.
God damn.
I did say infinite. I also forgot that I said the term speed run, because I just frankly was not expecting there to be many donations. It started with like a $125 donation. And then as we got word that we were going to commercial break and Kally was in Hazy Maze Cave, the money just kept piling and piling and piling, Gio. It was absolute freaking madness, man. It was started off as a $5 donation, then a $15 donation, then a $25 donation, then a $50 donation on top of a $100 donation. And this is the moment when I realized just how fucked I really was.
Break, potentially. Oh, boy.
Any last second donations? Any more chicken nuggets? Anyone?
Nope. All right.
Fuck you, Zeas.
LG with the 100. Let's go. React Harder Simply with the 40. Nosuke with the 10. Mitchell M with the 25. Let's go. West Dog.
Nuggets are red, nuggets are blue. How many nuggets can you eat until we explode you? Nosuke saying nuggets, yummers, and for the nuggets from Mitchell. So that is, we had 305 nuggets or 295 nuggets with 405, 445, 455, and 480 nuggets.
Good luck, man.
Here's a word from our sponsor. We'll be coming back here shortly.
Thank you so much.
That doesn't count, Lana.
So I want you guys to take a quick look at the top left there. It says $19,090, just to show how effective that was for charity. I'd argue probably the greatest donation bit throughout the entire week-long event. When I started the whole chicken nuggets proposition, we were at $18,545, and by the time we ended, we were at $19,090. So we got the money for charity. But I died on the inside.
But it was for charity, though, so it's a good cause.
Yeah, sure.
So how many did you personally eat? Do you know?
Personally, I did 40, and then I did another 30 on day 3. No, oh yeah. So for day 3, we got all the nuggets set up. We bought 560 nuggets. So fun little fact, I turned it into a bonus challenge. I tallied it up at 555, which looking at the math should have been 545. But then I decided to throw in this little bonus incentive.
So now that I've given you the full context, I do want to say this. There were $95 of unaccounted for donations. We are currently sitting at a 555 nugget challenge. But there were 2 donations totaling $95 that came in at the very end that technically didn't count because they came in at commercial break because they were processed. But they did have nuggets incentives in there. So if we want to add those 95 nuggets onto the challenge and make it a 650 nugget challenge, consider donating to the Urban Arts now. ! Donate if we get to $20,000.
Spoiler alert, we got to $20,000. So it turned into a 650 nugget challenge. We ended up buying 560 of them. Me, Zeas, Sugar Bear, and ID Geek. Shoutouts to the 2 of them, Sugar Bear and ID Geek. We each got 80 nuggets from 4 different McDonald's, so we wouldn't piss off one kitchen, cooking 300 of them. Then We Super, the Lego Star Wars speedrunning legend, bought 240 of his own nuggets to add onto the pile. So we had a total of 560 chicken nuggets. I didn't get the clip for this, but I do have the VOD on my stream if we wanted to look at it. But basically, it was me, Zeas, and 16 other people eating 560 nuggets together for charity. We streamed it. Since it was a 650 nugget challenge, I said I'd eat the other 90 on my own accord because I was going to personally assign myself at least 100 since it was a challenge directed to me.
Yeah.
But I only ate 70. 30 of them were off camera. So by the time this episode gets released to YouTube, hopefully there will be a VOD of me eating 100 nuggets in my welcome back stream on Twitch. Because as a redemption, I'm going to eat 100 nuggets in one sitting by myself.
God damn. And once what's the over under on time on this?
I don't even want to think about time, man. I want to just think about over under on how much is my belly going to expand.
I ate 40 personally, and
I also ate 40. I don't think a single person ate more than 40, but there was a handful of 40 eaters.
Yeah, I think I could have gone a little bit more, but we had to get back in the booth.
True.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I'll actually give a quick shout out to all the nugget eaters. West Dog, Zeas44, Grievous D2, Sugar Bear, King J0444, JJ Reed, Hi, I'm Scott, Plums and Peaches, Pat the Sea Milk, We Super, It's Jared97, Seabeard, Chimkin, Sidby Game, and Drum Asher, ID Geek, and React Softer Simply.
Let's go! Shout outs to all them. They were big. They were a very, very crucial part in making all that happen. Because if we didn't have all that help eating those nuggets, I don't know what we would have done because they would have gone to waste somehow. We would have had to like spread them around the event or something. Just be like, here's a giant pile of chicken nuggets. Eat them. Like
We surprisingly had a crowd of people actually watching us in the room.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I turned around and there were like a fuck ton of people other than the people sitting at the tables, which I was kind of surprised by for sure. But
yeah,
big shout outs to all them. Plums and Peaches, aka Sophia, was telling me that she was like, I could eat 100 by myself, and it's like I might not look like it, but I could do it.
Let's go.
Everybody thinks that, but then the moment they get started eating and they realize when it has to sit in their stomach, like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So I learned this recently. It turns out like your stomach starts to feel full from eating about 10 minutes after you begin, and that's why the Nathan's hot dog eating contest is 10 minutes long, because that's when everything finally starts hitting your stomach and go, oh, there's so much food.
Yeah.
So like you got to eat as much as you can within 10 minutes, because if you don't, you are going to hate yourself.
Yeah, Well, so is there a quantity at which you also feel it, or is it literally just the time limit? Like it's 10 minutes from the start. That's when your stomach's gonna send the signals.
I think personally it was a quantity. Taking what I've learned from there, I remember when I did the Nuggets thing last year, because I also did another Nuggets challenge. Never doing this again. First of all, never doing this again.
You're definitely
I did 64 Nuggets by myself in fall. I did a group 560 Nugget challenge. Never doing this again. We've topped it off. You can't get any better than this.
No, you're doing it again. This is a pattern. It's a pattern, man. This is literally a pattern.
When I did the 64 Nugget challenge last fall, after I ate 50 in the first 8 minutes, that's when it really started to settle in and start feeling bad. So maybe 50 is the number where it just starts going. Blah, blah,
Yeah, I mean
blah.
that's a shit ton of nuggets. It's so.
I'm also not a competitive eater, so I feel like that quantity could go up if I needed it to.
Okay, so you're gonna literally train and then do another nugget challenge. This is
No.
you're telegraphing your move.
No.
It could be a Pringles challenge next. It could be like
I am down. Actually, so funny thing about that, I broke a Pringles world record with Wii Super, but that could be a topic for another time. Chicken nugget challenge, fun for charity, horrible on our stomachs. I'm gonna redeem myself because I still have a bunch of nuggets to go. I'm gonna do that sometime, hopefully tomorrow night after work, and never doing it again. But this is why GSA is gonna bring us back. Zeas, our chemistry is impeccable, and we know how to get money for charity.
True.
Dude, we had, I mean, I don't know about you, but I had a lot of people come up to me after, like, we did comms together, and they were like, oh my God, you guys are, like, fucking incredible together.
Let's
Like,
go.
so funny, like, our favorite comms of the weekend type shit, like.
Goats.
I talked about this with you guys when you interviewed me for the podcast earlier. Commentating in person is much different than commentating over
It's so
Discord
true.
in an
It's so
electronic
true.
VC. You really get to finally get a feel with your other co-commentator. You can truly bounce off of one another. And dude, I mean, the number one tip I got for commentating or any type of sports broadcasting is you're basically just watching the game and you're talking to a friend about it. And I mean, it just felt like we were broing down the whole time. I love commentating with you, dude.
It was so amazing.
I'm not trying to give you FOMO, Gio, but that's just what
feeling
went down.
FOMO. I mean, I was already feeling it. Like, it was already at the max level. Nothing you can do can make me feel FOMO more than I was already feeling it.
It was a fantastic time commentating with Wes. It was so much fun. I felt great anytime I saw on the schedule that I was commentating with Wes. I loved commentating with everybody else. For the record, everybody else on the commentary team is super good at what they do.
Zeas
But there was
hated
this-
commentating with everyone but Wes.
Yes.
There's just something special about the comms blocks with Wes, and I said this on my stream a couple days ago. To quote Squeaks, not to toot my own ass or anything, but I saw people come back into the crowd when me and Wes were on comms.
Let's go.
I saw people come back into and sit down. I noticed.
Something, I don't know how far down the tangent you want to go down this, but something I had noticed being a member of the crowd for a good chunk of the last day is trying to listen to Beeve and ZZ Beard. Even in the front row, their voices on the speakers get lost by just the crowd of noise all around you. So unless there's something really, really intense going on that just silences the crowd, everything just kind of gets lost. I think you and I did a really good job of either having a mic close to our face or just being able to have a good, clear pronunciation so that everybody in the crowd could hear us, so everybody knew what was going down. And maybe that's why it was so positive.
Maybe it could be.
Maybe it was
That is
also the
very-
vibes.
that is
Don't sell
very-
yourself short. The vibes were immaculate.
Oh, they were so good. It was amazing. It was a good time.
I love it.
So shout outs to Zeas, West Dog, Collins, Jared, Beeve, D Whatever, AC Money, CC Beard, and the Mr. Wah, all on comms.
True.
Oh,
All the
God.
comms were phenomenal. Everyone did crush it.
Oh, and Warning Track.
And
Warning
Warning Track.
Track.
Can't forget about Warning Track.
Like, all joking aside, everyone crushed it. It's always cool to see how good the comms are for these events and what GSA does for the. I mean, it's such a good event. It's so good. Should we talk more about Mario Runners?
Yes. Speaking of good, let's talk about some more good Mario runners, right?
Well, let's talk about the best in the world according to the world record. Weegee bumped off the podium at the last second, literally the last second by Puncay's run. I got a little chart here. I don't know. Should I bring this chart over?
Good if we wanted to.
Yeah. How should I? What's the best way to do this?
I think I have an idea here.
I got an idea. But if you also have an
Oh.
idea, you can do your idea.
Let me see.
Whose idea is going to work best?
Oh shit! Is this a
Alright.
competition?
Let me do this.
No,
Well, let's
I
find
can't
out,
do it.
folks. Who do we got on the
Wait, it's
idea
gonna
competition?
dox
Quick, get your predictions in now.
It's gonna dox me. I can't. It has my name at the top of the window. I can use.
All right, then I've got my idea on cue. And
Your name's
3,
not
2,
Gio
1,
Gringo?
charts.
It is chart.
Boom, chart.
Ooh.
So we got a chart here looking at all of Weegee's BOB exits from the weekend. You'll notice it has the day. You'll notice we have the BOB exit time, an LLL exit if it exists, an uptime if it exists, and the result, as well as the PB delta at reset. So what was the run compared to Weegee's PB when he reset? Blue rows are 22 3x exits or better. You'll even notice a 22 2x in there, I think. Wait, do you? No, you won't. You won't notice that. So why
There's
would
a
you say
23
that?
2x, but not a 22 2x.
Look, it's called dyslexia. I caught it from my wife. Is that how that works?
What?
Yeah, is it contagious? Is that how that?
I didn't know dyslexia was an STD.
Oh my god. That's
Crabs,
fucking crazy.
dyslexia. What the hell is next?
What's going on this,
This
show,
show is
man? What
off
do
the
we
This is
have
why
this-
you always use protection, kids. You might catch dyslexia.
or crabs.
Only in Baltimore.
Only in Baltimore, man. Hey, what stays in Baltimore? I mean, what happens in Baltimore stays in Baltimore. I couldn't
Except
even
for crabs, that will follow you everywhere.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Anyways,
that was a
charts.
Shit show. Did you say charts or sharts? Moving on.
Chart.
I'm gonna shart if we don't talk about this chart.
Look at what my man's did during the tournament. He came out with a pacement about the mindset, and it's a challenge he knows he has, and he's working on it actively. But some of these runs, and we talked about it before we actually went on the air, just the three of us. We got a -1, we got a -5, we got a -6, -6, -3, -4, all resets, everything by HMC 100 or earlier, with the exception of a few runs that some were even close to PB pace actually, but those were the ones that were 22 3x exits, or they were below the PB pace when you reset. And the crazy thing to me is you can lose a minute in HMC 100 if you're ahead of your PB and your PB is a 136.21. You can lose a minute and a half even. You can literally lose a minute and a half off your PB and still win the event. And so it's just, there's something that we were talking about. Somebody's got to sneak in, break his reset button, change his console, make it so he can't power the thing off. It's got to be on all the time. I don't know what the answer is. He's just got to finish a run, and it's his. It's his for the taking.
Like, I feel like if you look at any other runner and you look at how many, besides the 22 3Xs, you just look at all the 22s in that list, there's just no one else doing that right now. Like, every single BOB, it feels like, that he gets to is a fucking 22. Like, 95% of his BOB exits are 22s. That's insane. That is insane. He can continue these runs. And you look at the reset points too. HMC, SSL, HMC, LLL, HMC, LLL, VC, SSL, like, keep playing the video game, man.
There were some instances where I would say it is more than justifiable, like missing out on the third or fourth red in HMC 100 because it does take a long time to go back it up, or if there is an unfortunate spill here and there. But yeah, for a good majority of these mistakes, like missing Toxic Maze BLJ, or just having a very, very quick death on your first attempt of Pillarless. I mean, Weegee's only enemy at this point is himself, and I don't know what it's going to take for him to get over the hump, mentally speaking.
I mean, I completely agree, and you're right. There's a good point. Some of these are resets that are probably justifiable, but not all of them. Not all 9 of the 22 3x BOB exits we saw. But then also look at what we saw with some of the Kally dies, takes a 30-second or more death in TTC, ends up with the second best time. Cheese on the 137 dies in bits, and it was like a relatively quick death, admittedly.
23 seconds time loss, give or take.
Okay, so not as quick as I thought. That's still significant, but that's the thing is, like, you in a live event, you can afford these big time losses. The odds are you're going to have other little mistakes, but as Cheese said, little mistakes don't really matter. So you can even take a big hit every now and then. You can take probably 2 big-ish hits, 2 20-second time losses. You're still in a good spot. And I don't mean to be overly critical. He's the best in the world. He's the best. His 2 world records, the 137.35, the 136.21, were 2 of the most revolutionary, groundbreaking things in Mario. Certainly in my time watching Mario. He's one of the best to do it. He's a perfectionist, and if he can just make that tweak, that adjustment, he's not only going to be at the top of the leaderboards of speedrun.com, he's going to be at the top of the leaderboards for Pace.
See, the thing, I don't know if we talked about this in previous episodes, it's that Weegee coming from especially the shorter categories, it's having the short category mindset, but trying to get used to the 120 star grind. I remember Cheese mentioning that he thought Weegee could easily take over because both him and Weegee have intense levels of focus that likely comes from grinding the heck out of 16 star, 1 star, and expecting nothing but perfection. But in a run like 120, when it's going to be over an hour and a half long, you can't get perfection every step of the way. It's not the way they function, the way they're built, but it's like it's weirdly trying to update a car from the 1970s with 2000 software. It's just it's going to take a lot of tinkering, a lot of creativity here. I have faith in it, but it's just a lot. It's a lot.
No. It is definitely going to be a tough adjustment because it's kind of like taking everything you know about playing this game and every single way you've ever mentally handled playing this game and just flipping it. Like, I've only ever played this game in a context where I make a 1 second mistake and the run's fucking Jover. It's dead. And then going to playing at a top level in an environment where you have a little bit more leniency, it's tough to break out of. It can definitely be tough to break out of. So, like, I understand, like, I don't want to be overly critical of the literal best Mario player in the world either, but as somebody who likes to see people in the community succeed, it can be a little frustrating to see a big string of resets on runs that are definitely very continuable in any other circumstance.
We'll see what happens. It's like I said, it's something that, you know, he's admitted that he is working on. He knows it's not a strength of his necessarily, which is awesome. I mean, that's, you know, you can't improve unless you realize you're aware of your weaknesses. So that's an incredible awareness and visibility to have. You know, that level of introspection is critical to improving, and it's probably one of the reasons why he is so good, because he's able to see his weaknesses, target them, and improve upon them. We'll see what happens. We have fall pace coming up. We'll talk about that a little at the end of the show. You know, that's a great chance to see if he's able to tweak that mindset and start making strides in the right direction, because he deserves to be, you know, at the top of the podium or compete. He deserves to be on the podium, and he deserves to be competing for that top spot every time, because he is that good. I mean, Weegee he's a Mario god.
He is him.
He is him. Before I mentioned the fall preview, before we do that, we have 3 more runners to quickly cover. Bringing up the 5 through 7 spots. BlueBob, awesome job. He got a 139.44. Wes, you pointed out. Come back, kid. That's a hell of a run for him. A 139.44 is great. It's a live PB, as you pointed out, Wes. His PB is a 139 low. So honestly, without PBing, that's probably about as well as you can expect. That has to be, you know, he's got to be over the moon with that run. That's a great performance from BlueBob. If I'm him, I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, I talked to BlueBob a little bit about the run and just like after that run, and he was basically like, dude, like I came out here, I set my goal as a 139. Anything else after this is just icing on the cake. He said he was still going to keep doing runs, and he definitely did keep doing attempts and stuff, which is amazing. I feel like if I was in that spot and I hit my goal and I was like, okay, well, what do I do now? Yeah, it was great to see him like keep doing runs even after hitting his goal, and just amazing to see him get that 139 in the first place.
I respect that. I hit my goal that early with a day to spare. I'm celebrating. It's a party at that point. What are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. And the fact that it was right after Cheese too. I told Seabeard this. I think he had the greatest 2-hour stretch of commentary, because he got to be there for the Cheese 137. He got to be there for the BlueBob 139, and then I'm pretty sure Puncay also got a 139 right after him to put BlueBob off the podium.
It's a hell of a stretch. GG's BlueBob, you crushed it. Come back, kid. You know we love you. I want to move on. I want to talk about Beast. I want to kind of hand the reins over to Wes. I think you have a clip to show
I do have a handful of clips to show just to like give full context here. So Beast, fun fact, actually, I learned Beast completed the most runs of all of the competitors over the 3-day stretch, completing 5 total runs, going from the 147.18 he got on the no reset to the 140.32. So also the most improvements. But the big thing here was a fun little thing I came into and didn't even realize it is that Beast, when he was at the tail end of day 2, he was. Oh wait, nope, that's him dying in TTC. That's a good run dying in TTC. We don't need to see that. Yeah, it's right here.
Till these runners are no longer.
Oh yeah, Zeas is on comm, so Zeas got to see this live. So yeah, inexplicably, BeastAssassin right here. 2 minutes left to go before you get your final reset in, and BeastAssassin's console just shuts off.
Yeah,
Maybe.
taking a quick reset here for BeastAssassin.
Wait, he looks confused.
Oh,
What just happened?
what happened?
Cartridge tilt?
He doesn't know.
This clip is a little low in volume, but you can hear, yeah, Zeas and Beeve being a little confused, like, wait, what? What just happened?
We can adjust in post. We got a great post guy for that.
And then,
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And then the final reset settles in on day 2, and in the very beginning of the final reset,
It kind of stinks when you do.
we see something familiar happen to Beast again in the bottom left.
Get to the certain level where it's like, okay, I got to start doing LBLJ and basically have your resets die to LBLJ because it's just such a crazy run.
Did it just happen
What?
again?
What?
Dude.
There's no way.
Happens
So-
again. Happens again on no more resets, unfortunately. So Beast was able to just hold his head high and go, well, I can't reset anymore. We're cool with that. But then Artemis, while Warning Track and I are on comms, feeds us a special message through the booth. Did I not get that clip? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Artemis feeds us a message here through the booth, relayed through Warning Track.
Hold the phone. We are getting some amazing news here from the booth. There was a little bit of drama earlier. BeastAssassin with some sort of reset that they were saying was unintentional, and the booth is confirming that indeed it was. We think it might have been a problem with the outlet, so we are bringing BeastAssassin back at almost 9 p.m. He's going to get one more run to make up for that. We might be
Good
here
on
a
the
while,
booth. Good on production, man, for doing that. That's good that they let him have that that opportunity, because I also talked to Beast about it, and I was like, dude, what the fuck was up with the console? Like, what's going on? And he was like, I think it's like a power supply or something, but yeah, he wasn't really too sure either what happened. So it was good that production let him have that opportunity, and he took advantage.
I did not know the full context, and I'm still very much glad that Beast got the run going. Selfishly speaking, though, I was starting to get incredibly tired, being on comms there for a little over 2 hours, and then so I was like, I was starting to yawn, I was starting to fall asleep. Like, no, this is the end. We've come so far. The run can't die now. I picked myself back up energy-wise, and I made this bold prediction.
Finding out whether or not he can use this extra run, this double overtime run, to increase his standing.
I'm gonna say it right now. Event PB is going to happen. We've been here. BeastAssassin's powering it through. This run is going to be an event PB. Don't know what the time is going to be, but we are going to see it through to the very end, and it is going to be beautiful.
He's calling it.
I stuck through to that prediction, even when he fell off with the log wall kick. I was not about to endure that much commentary and have Beast let this final opportunity slip away. We brought the energy into the room. We got the crowd hype. Beast clearly feeds off of the hype, and it was incredibly beautiful. Damn it, I don't think I have the clip of him getting the PB. He got that PB.
He got the PB.
And he went from a 140-114 to a 140-56 by getting first try carpetless.
Can we? Oh, I do want to. We're just gonna skip over the fact that you absolutely commentators cursed him though in that clip you just showed, right? TTM, you're like, event PB immediately falls. Like,
hey, no,
if
PB, the curse is over, man. The curse is over. I called PB and it PB'd. Am I wrong? I don't care if the log wall kick failed. I got it right. No more cursing for this dog over here.
Turns out you can teach an old dog new tricks, and the new trick is not cursing people.
Let's go.
Just give me a second here.
Is that copium?
Is that throat goat? Oh.
The curse is over, man. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh my god.
But yeah, also on top of that, BeastAssassin got a
Oh,
140-32 on day 3 to round it all off. He completed the most runs. GG's Beast. He had a handful of good opportunities for a 139. Even BeastAssassin Dad told me straight up he gets 139s regularly, so he was expecting to see it happen. But it just seemed like one too many times there was just that one little mistake, or rather that one little glitch in the matrix that caused the console to haywire, and didn't get to see the Beast 139. But you know what? If he makes it back for fall, I hope to see him do it.
Yeah, to your point, he had a 138.18 best possible time into TTC on that 140.32. So I mean, he was right there. He just couldn't quite finish out, the good paces he had, the chances he had. And we talked about it going into it. He hadn't been as active as some of the other runners coming in, and so you can't probably be too surprised with it overall, given those circumstances. Good performance, Beast. You did a great job. You've become a staple at these events. I'm rooting for you to qualify for fall pace. And if you're able to be a little more active beforehand, I don't see any reason why you're not competing right there for the podium.
Yeah, Beast is coming on strong. He came on strong into the community, and he's gonna be here to stay for a good bit. As long as he wants to keep grinding 120, he's gonna be a name.
Yes, Wes?
I totally forgot he wasn't at the round table, but shoutouts to BeastAssassin's mom for the $25 donation to include BeastAssassin as an additional chicken nugget eater. I hand delivered him a 10-piece chicken nugget with some sauce, and maybe that helped lead to the 140-32. Who knows?
The Nuggets could have fueled it. Oh, Cheese also got an honorary nugget,
She's
right?
got a nugget.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I think I have that. I think I have that as a clip in here somewhere.
Playing Mario 64.
Nope, that was me losing my shit over Kally jumping over the arc. While I'm looking for that clip, let's just watch it.
Playing Mario 64, raising money for urban arts.
That is true. We are coming towards the conclusion of the first day here of 120 star. You can get over the cage without jumping on the arc. Are you kidding me? What?
Great stuff from Kally.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to find the
didn't know
clip.
that,
I could have
actually.
sworn I recorded giving him a nugget somewhere, but maybe it's just lost in the ether.
It happened though. It did happen.
It did happen.
absolutely
It was
happened.
discussed. It happened. It's
Mhm.
confirmed. While you look for that, I want to quickly our 7th place contestant Gothic, friend of the program, GothicSeason. GG's to Gothic, first ever live event, which is awesome. One thing I really want to point out about Gothic that really impressed me. He was the last run to finish on Saturday, and he missed carpetless 4 times. I have here. He had a great pace going into carpetless. It was 139.11 best possible time into carpetless. Could have bopped Weegee for 4th place. So a really impressive run. Obviously, it didn't work out that way because carpetless is carpetless. But I want to give mad props to Gothic for finishing out that run. I know I would not have. If I had missed it once, I probably wouldn't have gone. If I'd gone for it twice and missed it, I probably would have been like, it's just not meant to be. But he stuck with it and finished it. And then props for the first live event appearance. That's got to be a tough thing to do. I can't imagine the nerves and the anxiety going into that. He crushed it. I mean, honestly, I love that he did it. I'm so proud of him. That kicked ass. Hashtag Gothic season.
Hashtag Gothic season. It's going to be Gothic season for the foreseeable future. But yeah, dealing with the first live event nerves and anxiety, and just again the competition that's on stage. I feel like me and Wes are like me and some other commentators were trying to we were bantering with BlueBob mostly because he was closest to the stage. To the commentator booth, but we were trying to hype up the Gothic season stuff a little bit, and
I was a little disappointed actually. I just straight up said, I think I said to the crowd, "Do we have any Gothic seasoners out there?" And I didn't hear anybody. I was hoping Emmy and Sabo would have been out there because they're the 2 biggest Gothic supporters. But maybe I just fell on deaf ears, or maybe fell on deaf ears or something.
I don't know. I just don't think people see the vision. I just don't think people, the greater Mario community doesn't see the Gothic season vision yet.
I will I will say that if Gothic does qualify for fall pace, honestly, we can expect a sub 140 because this is his 141 run here. He misses the ledge grab onto the collapsing platform, and then if we go a little bit later into the run, we see that as he's getting ready to attempt carpetless, just a little bit farther here, still 139 best possible time, and then a firstie. Literally just 2 wall kicks was the main separator between a 139 and a 141 there for Gothic. So for a first time live performance, while the rankings say otherwise, he did really well. I'm actually quite surprised for how well he was able to get some runs going during the event.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, huge props to Gothic. Probably not the place he wanted to finish in. Obviously, I don't think if you go there you want to find yourself in 7th, but it was still a great performance. It just couldn't quite get one to the finish line. But if he goes next time, it's Gothic season.
Hashtag.
It's Gothic season.
Gothic season.
Now, for time's sake, I just want to quickly run through. Let's just quickly run through the bold predictions. We don't need to go back over our placement predictions. We don't.
I've got them right here.
That's so we can edit this out. We don't need to probably spend too much time on this. This isn't really what the viewers.
I see why he wants to brush over.
The viewers told me that they're not interested in seeing this. Also, LOL at the nicknames. I am patting myself on the back because I did that. West Doggy Style, Zeas. I didn't really know. Pio was I don't know. I didn't know what to do with mine. I got to be honest. I don't.
We gotta come up. We gotta cook on a Geo nickname.
Geo, we have work to do on a shitty nickname for that. Zeas is my favorite, probably.
It's been adopted by a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
I'm not surprised.
There are just people that unironically call me Zeas.
Oh.
Like they just think that's how it's pronounced, and I'm just gonna.
Even though you're real,
I enunciate it that way sometimes.
Even though your real brand is Z Gaming.
Oh yeah, I mean like that's the parent company. Zeas is the division of the parent.
Oh, we got like a complicated corporate structure here. Who's your attorney? Who set this up?
So my attorney is named Pio.
Nope.
And
I don't represent you. Nope.
So you admit to being a PO?
I'll be a PO as long as I don't represent Zeas.
Zeas. Thank you. And Z Gaming Incorporated.
True. Incorporated.
LLC.
Which one? You've contradicted yourself.
So, just wanted to go, for time's sake, we'll run through the predictions.
Are we sure? Do we have...
West Doggy Style not only predicted the correct first place winner, but did also boldly predict the live 137 happening. Flip Puncay and Kally, flip Beast and BlueBob, and I would have had a perfect bracket there. Pleased with what I got there.
Wow.
Zeas and I basically had the similar results, just flip Beast and BlueBob, but he needed to flip 1st and 4th place. He thought Weegee would go all the way.
Why? Wait, sorry to interrupt you. Why does it say guess?
I don't know. I think maybe you wrote guess because who do you think? Like because Zeas was the last to guess. Who his 7th place was going to be. So it's like we all predicted Gothic. Literally the one thing the 2 things that we all had in common was that BlueBob and Gothic would be bottom of the ladder. And we only got half of that right.
See, I think guest was written there because Geo, I'm a huge Gothic season supporter. Geo, I think he's come around in recent weeks, but for the longest time, Geo was a Gothic hater, and I
want to play a quick game with this Gothic supporter here, Zeas. Fact or fiction? You put Gothic 7th in your predictions. Fact or fiction?
Fact or fiction? You put Gothic in 7th in your prediction.
Not a hater. Okay. The disclaimer. I literally could not be clearer. Not a hater. Okay.
Someone had to come in last, dude. If
someone had to come in last.
If everybody could come in first, that would be my ideal scenario.
I want everyone to get a trophy, okay? All right?
Exactly. And they did actually hand out physical regalia this year.
Yeah, they had I think it was a trophy and 2 medals, right? For the trophy.
Yes.
2 medals, yeah.
She's got the GOAT trophy, and then the 2nd and 3rd got medals.
Yep.
All right.
Which I forgot to mention. Once the event was over, I walked up to Puncay and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm glad I wasn't able to curse you too much. You ended up with a 138," and he goes, "Yeah, well, it's because of your fault. I only finished in third."
All right.
I am the lifelong nemesis of Puncation, whether I want to or not. That's just my lore now.
I mean, now we
Oh,
absolutely
no.
have to have Puncay on for the Puncay West beef, right?
Oh,
Oh God, I'm gonna be mysteriously out sick that interview if it happens.
Wes. Here's the thing. It'll go. I guarantee it'll go better than you think. I low key was like nervous for the Gothic interview because of the whole the rumor, the misinformation, the fake news media about how I'm a Gothic hater was going
Really?
around.
You sure?
The
It's not a
rumor
rumor
mill.
there?
Okay, the rumor mill. What are these? What is
The
this
one thing you got
visual?
right,
What is this
Gio, the
visual?
one thing you got right in your entire prediction was
doubting
hating on
Gothic.
Gothic
Hold on.
logic.
Okay, let me close out my point, and then we're done with these predictions. We don't need these. The viewers don't even want this. My point, though, was the
Wisdon's
interview.
the smartest. I just want to say that.
The interview was lovely. Gothic is a lovely person, and I thoroughly enjoyed getting to talk to him. We'll cut out this whole section though because the viewers don't want those. They said specifically we're not interested in the predictions recap.
This is why I am so glad you're the editor, Zeas.
Yeah, who's really in charge?
Comment
of the
below
editing
if you're interested in the predictions recap.
when the episode's already live.
Yeah, we're gonna show a timestamp here if you want to go back to the predictions one more time just to look at how wrong some people were.
We're gonna treat this episode like a Taylor Swift album, and we're gonna release like 10 versions in the span of like 2 months.
Oh yeah.
That's how this is gonna go down.
Okay.
All right. Bold
Here's the
predictions
other thing.
recap.
Okay, we got bold predictions that we should talk about. All right, and here's what I want to talk about. Wait, hold on. I can do this. This is gonna actually be impressive. You guys are gonna be so impressed with this. Window
shit.
capture. No. This is gonna be really good. Snipping tool.
Oh, where's
Yep, that's exactly what I did. Also, if you're snipping tool, then I'm going to say timeout, and assuming this won't make the final cut here, you guys said, hey, if everybody could come in first. I always come in first. Boom, there we go. All right, we got it.
We're not
Wes
cutting
is a
that out.
speedrunner.
We're not cutting
Wes
that
is
out.
a speedrunner after
That's
all.
staying in the show.
All right, time in.
That's staying in the
Yeah,
show.
we're leaving that in.
I'm not even making a note on the timestamp.
Good anecdote while Gio's cooking this up. There was a little moment in the booth with me and Wesley Doggerson here.
No! No! We don't need to bring that up. Let's forget that even exists.
Wes tried to make a nice little joke about a penis.
Oh, no.
And while we were on comms, by the way, live hot mics.
The first day, I might add.
And he tries to make a little joke about how that's not the only you said something like that's not the only
you
thing that's
said
gonna be hard.
you were saying I should just find the clip and just like straight up show the VOD. You were saying something along the lines of soft something coming in place, and then I decide to mute my mic and I say, hey Zeas, I can think of a couple of things that aren't gonna be soft after this.
And that picked up on my mic because I didn't mute my mic, and it got on the broadcast. And
some people heard it.
Nobody in the crowd heard it, but people in chat heard it.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh no! I was like, GG West, man, you're done. You're cooked.
And that's the end of the Throat Goats commentating career. It's Jover.
Let me see if I can find the full clip for context here.
While you're looking at it, while you're looking for that, interrupt me when you find it. I found it. Okay, you show it now.
All right. I'm gonna need to do display capture, so this is gonna get a little weird. Let's do this. Oh wait. That's the wrong monitor. Let's do this, and we'll crop it to about here, and I'll have to put it over my camera. There we go. I hope audio will be able to come through for you. All right, and let me just boost the hell out of it.
Boost it. I made a note to edit some of this out because we can kill this. We can cut this part out.
There's no audio.
There's no audio.
Oh damn! Oh wait! I know why. I know why. Okay. There we go. There should be audio now.
There's no audio.
There's no audio.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Yeah. Did you share your display with the audio?
I mean, I've just got my display capture on an OBS.
Oh.
All right, you know what? I'll just quickly download that into a clip, and I'll show you guys once we're done with the recording.
Okay.
That works.
So yeah, some things were a little bit hard, just like
things were a
getting done
little
with this
hard.
episode in a timely manner.
I mean,
Have we ever been on schedule with one of these, man?
Literally never been on schedule with one of these. Okay, I have it. It's not. You guys can't see it because it's just directly on my OBS. But I have. It's in our notes section. The bold predictions. I have the graphic up. Still no volume.
I wasn't trying to play with volume.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so we have the graphic up. Here are the broad takeaways. Okay, Gio and I volume.
There was volume.
Sorry. Okay, let me get rid of it. Go on.
Wes and I each shot 50% on our predictions. That's pretty good. It's an all-star batting average, not to brag. Weegee did not finish in second or third. I called that. It was first or bust for him, and it was fourth in this case. BlueBob gets a 138, barely missed. Wes crushing it the first live 137, and he got to call it because he's the throat goat. And then randomizer run goes over estimate 1.5 hours. What did it? Oh, it PB'd. What was it? What was it at? Final.
I'm glad you asked.
It only makes sense because if you were to just pick a level and then it's bits, it's like.
Oh my God!
Oh, the gods!
Okay.
Let's go!
Oh my God! PB's on the table.
Let's go.
PB.
Please forgive me. I'm using your Hori. By the power of chess.
PB coming into this was a 1:15.25, by the way.
Wow, this was close. You could miss one throw.
I literally needed the God spawn.
One.
Oh, and just for some additional context, in the category extension marathon I did 2 weekends ago, I had 20 of those speed runs go to Bowser 3. Not a single one of them did I go 3 for 3 on Bowser throws. I have been very, very dry in getting 3 for 3 in Bowser 3 throws, but then this happened.
3 for 3. 3 for 3. 3 for 3.
Let's go!
Bang!
Let's go!
I just got a PB and pace.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go. This is close.
Oh my God!
1:15. It was what 1:15.25. You had it by
Time.
12 seconds.
1:15.13 at 12-second PB at pace, man.
Let's go.
PB.
Yep.
Okay,
How
so
did Cheese's Hori feel, by the way?
Yeah, true.
So great, actually. I can understand why the man clutches out so many runs. It's like you grab it and it doesn't even feel like a controller. It feels like you're holding onto a cloud.
Does it?
It's like you're stroking the chin of a unicorn. It's so magical. I can't even comprehend it.
Stroking the chin. I feel like the horn would be the thing you would stroke.
Yeah, don't you guys like stroke the chin of like your cat or your dog, like like when they're being a good boy?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's true. Not a unicorn.
oh my God. You guys and your stroking. Go back to Simply Stream.
Hey,
I'm stroking.
Speaking of, thank you for the obligatory Simply reference. Simply, come on the fucking pod.
Come on the fucking pod.
Come on the fucking pod.
Season 2, baby.
Come on the fucking pod.
Fucking.
I'm gonna suck everyone's cock.
Excuse me.
Hey, that was Simply saying it, man.
I haven't heard that one before. Holy.
Oh, yo.
Ain't no way, little bro.
Oh my God, this podcast is so Jover. We're getting to loopy hours. It's legit loopy hours for Zeas.
Goodbye,
It's
everybody.
12:30. It's fucking 12:30.
Bro, that's late. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, let's close out the bold prediction section because there's one really important point I want to make. While Wes and I each got one of ours right, Zeas, I see 2 X's next to yours. What is that about? Are you telling me you didn't get one of your bold predictions right?
So I think I
Crazy.
okay. One of them wasn't that bold, but the other one was pretty bold.
They were both pretty bold.
I predicted the first 136 live at an event, and I also sub prediction said it was going to be Puncay, Weegee, or Cheese.
Yeah, but then there's
there it
also
is.
you predicted world record.
And then I predicted a world record. Didn't say who was going to get the world record.
You know what? You actually make a really good point. There should be 3 X's here.
Oh.
That's a really good point. You're right. Here, let's see if I can edit this. Red pen. You keep talking. I'm gonna just do it on this.
So I wasn't like Cheese still got his 136. It was just after pace though. Like, you know,
It was a stream where he talked about pace, so it can kind of count if you really want to stretch it.
Right. So like it's like a instead of a check mark or an X, it's like one of the yellow caution signs. Like
We'll edit
he
this
was
out.
kind of cooking, but he didn't like fully finish, you know?
Oh, he didn't finish.
Something like that. Yeah, I never. Anyway,
Sorry.
So, no world record, no 136 live. Unfortunately, struck out over to 0-0 batting average, way below the Mendoza line. Not doing too good.
It's not great.
Not great. I got DFA'd like very, very quickly off the team, off the roster.
Rip.
Rip. But I just wanted to see some good Mario. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair. That wraps it up for the predictions. I just wanted to make sure it was known that I got one of mine right. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, must be nice. Must be nice.
It is. It rocks. Honestly, it kicks ass. All right, we got to wrap up. Before we do, fall pace preview.
Who's winning fall pace? We're calling it right now. Who's winning fall pace?
Can I throw in my prediction?
I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. I can confidently say that the winner of fall pace is going to be... That's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in to season 2 is coming very shortly.
Oh, my God.
We need to end with a cliffhanger.
Do we know? Right. We actually do. We got to do Soprano style. Are Simply and Liam going to participate? Cut the episode. Cut the episode.
Simply, I can actually tell you this right now. Simply did mention in the chats that he did intend to be a part of fall pace.
Let's go.
So I hope, especially since now he's probably got the momentum in his favor coming off the lab and a huge chunk of PBs over the last couple of months.
Simply stock.
It'll be excited to see him now maybe contend for the first place position that's not named Cheese or Puncay.
Maybe.
If we have Simply, Liam in the field we just had competing / I don't know if D whatever is, he's been back and forth, maybe thinking 70 star now, plus Beeve coming into it, plus Jaquarium, plus I mean this is going to be a heated qualifiers. We're going to have people left out that Idowski that absolutely should qualify. Sabzander. I mean, we're going to have people left out that should get in, and then the battle for the podium in fall is going to be insane.
Yeah. That's going to be crazy, and I'm just throwing it out there. Simply wins fall pace.
Oh shit! Bold prediction. Better make a note of this right now.
Simply wins fall pace.
Come on the fucking pod.
Come on the fucking pod. Simply's my guy. My original goat. The guy who got me into Mario. Yeah. He's still doing his fucking thing, and he's cooking. He's cooking, and he's gonna win fall pace. Nails. Group.
Oh, bangers. I'm ride or die Simply. Simply's my go-to. There's no one that makes me happier to see crush Mario and get PBs. He's my favorite runner to watch get PBs. I need Simply at pace. If Simply's at pace, I don't know what this says about me. I think I have to convince Gringa to let our anniversary trip be to pace, right?
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If you do somehow get him on the pod, just remember,
I'm gonna suck everyone's cock.
We'll have to get that soundbite in there somehow.
Wes, are you nervous about him competing for Throat Goat with that clip?
I wasn't until you said something.
Yeah.
It's gonna steal your title, bro. You gotta defend that shit. You gotta.
I mean, how do you think I've now appeared in the for the 4th time on this podcast? I had to do something in the background. I don't need anybody taking my job away from me.
Oh my god. Holy.
Wes successfully worked his way up the ladder.
Look, it's a surefire way to do it, all right? It doesn't matter how you get there, you just gotta get there.
Oh my goodness.
Do we have any final remarks about summer pace, about fall pace predictions, about season 1?
Dear Mario.
Right. Yeah, no, that actually beautifully sums up pretty much everything.
Oh my god.
We could take
No.
season 1 like a fart in the wind and leave it behind us, and now we open up the page to Dear Mario on season 2.
True. I
That's
mean,
poetic.
season 2 is going to be coming in real hot. Pace fall qualifiers start in July. I'm guessing the end of July. But this was an incredible first season. A lot of great shit that we were able to do for season 1. Hopefully, we can get even more people on the pod simply for season 2.
Come on the fucking pod.
Come on the fucking pod, and yeah, I can't wait to keep cooking it up in the Pace Pals lab for season 2, and maybe we'll little behind the scenes spoiler. There were maybe talks of Pace Pals live at Pace at a certain point.
Pause chat.
We maybe do a little pre LTA show.
Pause chat.
It maybe could have happened this year. Milo was super busy, so I couldn't talk to him. But
Do we want to give some spoilers?
maybe.
Do you guys see yourselves being out there for, like, if you do go out there, would you see yourself being out there for like a week or so?
I'd probably be the end. I'd probably be I'd be like get in Wednesday, so I could be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's probably what I would do too.
We could probably do Pace Pals before the beginning of that LTA, because I'd probably see myself being out there for a week if it does happen, because I'm in the works of trying to get a LTA organized pre-Mario.
Oh, shit. What game?
Media badges.
Media badges.
All right, you know, I guess I'll have to spoil. The video game is going to be...
All right, if Wes isn't going to spoil it, I'll spoil it. It's eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's that's gonna be a chicken nugget LTA.
Holy, yeah, we got things in the works. Real talks though. Thank you to everyone who watches these episodes. It means the world to us. That's awesome. That rocks. That really kicks ass. It's cool to see that people actually enjoy these. And when we pop into your stream and you say, "Hey, I like the episode. Keep doing what you're doing," actually makes my day. So I just want to throw that out there. It really does mean a lot. It kicks ass. So thank you guys. You're the best. We wouldn't do this if it weren't for you, and we're excited about what we're gonna bring you season 2. It's gonna kick ass. And also Fall Pace. Like, this is the best. Are you kidding me? Fall Pace is going to rock. I think Fall Pace is gonna be better than Summer Pace. That's my prediction.
That is a bold prediction. We are going to write that one down.
Add it to the list.
Fall Pace better. I mean, I think Mario wise, it'll probably be better. TBH. I can kind of agree with that. Less people go to Fall Pace, so it's not going to be as like poppin' as Summer in that regard.
Yeah.
But like the gameplay, like the LTA itself, like I could definitely see Fall being better.
The best comparison I have between the two is Summer Pace is literally summer camp, and Fall Pace is more like a fall break.
Yeah.
So like everybody looks forward to summer camp and having like the time of their lives, and like vacation. I mean, like, especially with Summer Pace also being only about 5 months away, not everybody has the financial means to get out there. But I kind of like the more chill environment. Also, fuck the heat, man. I'm so looking forward to a fall in Maryland. The fall in Maryland is beautiful.
I really want to be down there when it's not 90% humidity every day, so I want to make
oh my God, it was so horrible.
Dude, I had the advantage of driving to the venue this time. I did not walk the dirt path. I walked it once when I got there, but I drove everywhere. Otherwise, I was not walking in that heat. I knew I'm a sweaty guy. I would be fucking sweating, and I'm not trying to hop on camera when I'm fucking dying, man.
No,
hey, we both had meat sweats in the booth at one time, man.
True.
Hey, meat sweats are real. I am a sweaty guy too, so honestly, Fall Pace is better for me. That wouldn't play.
No, it's bad. It gets bad down there.
Yeah, I'm glad I missed that. I'm not jealous of that part. I don't have FOMO over that. Oh, Wes predicts 2 new faces for fall. The finalists?
Yes, for the LTA.
Hell yeah. All right.
I don't know who they're gonna be,
2 new
but
ones.
we're not gonna have the exact same lineup as Summer Pace. We are gonna see 2 different faces.
I like it.
Like,
Lock it in.
2 people who have never competed live before, or 2 people who weren't at Summer?
I was going originally with the latter, 2 people who were at summer, but fuck it, I'll take it even bolder. How about 2 people that haven't been there, period?
That's a bold prediction, and I love that. That is bold.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
That's
I'll
bold.
make it a 2-part. I'll make it a 2-parter.
I like
down
that.
with it. I'm rocking with it.
All right. Should we wrap up?
Let's go.
All right. I didn't have a wrap. Give us a soundboard. I already know. Edit this part out. Don't edit it out.
J.R. Bussy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're gonna wrap it up, and in the famous words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, for season 2, guys.
I'll be back.
07s. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. We will. I don't know. Are we gonna have any more content between now and the start of January or July quals?
TBD. We have to have an internal meeting. Meeting of the board.
We'll have a team meeting.
Meeting of the board.
We'll have to just keep a casual look at the 120-star leaderboard and see who might be potential candidates or runners to look out for.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have a preview show.
I like it.
07s, once again, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And if we don't release any content between now and the start of fall qualifiers, we will see you then. It's going to be an exciting season 2, and I'm excited to talk about some more qualifiers with these 2 guys up here.
Can't wait. Looking forward
I'm
to
trying
it.
to do an 07. Is this working?
No, your stream is paused right now.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, you minimized your application.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I like that.
That's good. It's an actual 07.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Be back for season 2. Great pace run. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Chilling.
I just realized if you watch a D-whatever YouTube video and it's got ads on it, does that mean it's demonetized?
I was waiting for that. I knew that was coming.
It was all the way at the bottom.
We're wrapping up the episode.
All right, it's been a good one. Thank you so much for watching. After that, we will not have any more future episodes.
Season 2 is canceled.
Oh my god.
Oh,
he's gone. God damn.
Oh, I thought you left the call. I didn't know you.
No, I just turned off the camera. There's gonna be a lot of audio coming through right now.
Oh no! Hard part's out of the way now, but we still got 6 stars left in Rainbow Ride.
Wait, it's kind of electric.
Thank you everybody for throwing up the praise. 295 nuggets.
I heard chicken nugget. I heard chicken nugget in there.
We all heard chicken nuggets.
Good luck, man.
Here's a word from our sponsor. We'll be coming back here shortly.
Thank you so much.
That doesn't count, Lana.
Still a war record, but not a 130.
All right, Gio, if you say reset, where's he gonna reset at?
DDD.
This has got to be a. You know what? I'm really tempted to want to go on the 101 upstairs prediction. You know what? Fuck it. 102 2x or resets. Oh my god, somebody just bid 50. Weegee bet 50,000 on reset or 102 2x.
Oh, Weegee.
Oh my god.
He knows. I mean, statistically speaking, it's the right play. Why are all of the choices the same color? What is this UI? This UI sucks.
Yeah, it's once you get to 3+, it's all the same color.
Twitch, that's not a hard fix. All right, get one of your engineers on that.
It's fucking Pride Month, Twitch. Where the no! All right, quick. Let me get a quick 40,000.
Wait, until it closed.
I wanted to get a 40,000 pointer in there. Oh my god, no way, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, that is fucking brutal.
It's okay, Weegee just threw a run. It's fine.
That is completely justifiable for a reset, honestly.
I just marked the timestamp. That should be our cold open. We just all lose our fucking minds.